Alright guys, so let's talk about making your own sausages at home. It's way easier than you think, and if you're going to get into sausage making, you want to get yourself a decent sausage press, like this one here from the Rural Butcher. Now, it's going to save you a lot of time and a lot of headaches having a proper sausage press, and we'll get into the reasons why in a minute. So the Rural Butcher range have 3 different sizes of the sausage press. You've got the 3 litre, the big 7 litre, and the massive 15 litre. All of them are fantastic for different things. So the 3 litre will hold 2 kilos of sausage mix, which is fantastic when I'm doing small batches, I'm getting experimental with flavours, and I'm just doing a little bit at a time. Now the 7 litre unit is fantastic when I'm doing a larger batch, say I'm using a bag of Dunningham's mix to make my sausages. And so that will create 12 kilos of sausage meat, and this tube in the 7 litre will hold exactly 6 kilos of sausage meat. Therefore, I only have to fill it twice to do a batch. Now, if I'm running a whole lot through, maybe I'm doing a whole beast and I'm making a whole lot of beef sausages. Well, that's where that big 15 litre unit is going to come in handy. Because it's electrically driven, it's very easy to use by yourself. You don't have to keep refilling it and it's just going to keep pumping. So a lot of people say to me, hey, I've got a sausage nozzle on my mincer, why do I need a separate press? Well, there's a few reasons. So normally on your mincer, you've got a little plastic nozzle like this. With the sausage press, as you can see, much larger nozzle, so it can hold a full length of sausage casing, whereas this one won't. It's also good, solid, firm, stainless steel, more durable, easier to clean, more hygienic. With this unit, you're going to get 4 sizes, ranging from breakfast sausage or snack sticks, right up to salami sizes. So you're going to be able to do all sorts with it. Now, another benefit of using this instead of making sausages through your mincer is if you want chunks of onion, big chunks of herb, chunks of cheese, and nice chunky meat mix, if you run it back through your mincer, that worm gear churns it up and you get a real pasty sausage. Through the press, you still get nice chunky meat and you get nice chunky bits of cheese, chunky bits of onion, whatever you want to add into it. Sometimes I add jalapenos and I want those nice chunks to come through. So on the side of our press here, we've got 2 gears, high gear and low gear. High gear for moving up and down quickly when it's empty, low gear for a bit more power when you're pushing through that sausage mix. To load it up, it's very simple. Raise it to the top. The sausage tube pulls back like this. We fill it up, put it back in a position, and start pumping. Alright, so let's start mixing up our sausage meat. So I like to use a nice big 20 litre food safe bucket. Pick this one up from Bunnings for about 20 bucks with a lid. Fantastic to have a couple of these, or use a nice big fish bin. Fantastic, you can get your hands in there and really mix it up. Here I've got my sausage mix. So this is Freddie Hirsch Boerewors mix. And then we've got ice cold water and we've got the mincemeat here ready to go. So in here I've got minced up venison with 20% mix of beef fat. So let's add this to the bucket. Now we've got the meat added in, we're going to mix the meal with the water. Now a lot of people will just dump it in and mix it up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to the water, and that way I won't get any dry spots. So I'm going to add that into the mix. Right, get in there, mix it up really well. What I'm looking for is a nice even distribution of the fat and also a nice sticky consistency. Now that tells me that that sausage meal has done its job and it's stuck the proteins together. So when I cut the sausage open, I'm not going to have loose mince fall out. Alright, let's get this loaded up and start making some sausages. Simply lean it back, take the meat, fire it on in.
I'm using natural hog casings here. I've had them soaking for about an hour in water, and it's really important to make sure that they're nice and soft. These ones here come on tubes, which makes it really easy to feed straight onto the end of my nozzle. We feed it on like this, and then I grab the end, give it a pull, and it's all done. I'm adding water to the outside of the casings because you want to keep them lubricated so it can slide through your hand nice and easy. Tie a basic knot on the end, and we're ready to go and start pumping. You'll see here I'm using my left hand to control how fast that casing slides off the nozzle, and that's really going to control how full the sausage casing is. You don't want to overfill the casing, you need a bit of room for it to stretch. That way later on, when you twist up your sausages into links, the sausage isn't going to burst. With these ones here, they're Boerewors, So I'm just doing one sausage at a time. I'll trim the end, I'll tie a knot, and then we'll coil it up. If I was doing a standard sausage, I would just keep pumping it until I'd completely run out of sausage meat, and then I'd tie those into individual links later. Easy as that.